Hi everyone, Ben here, and welcome to my beginner piano lesson series. I'm so pleased that you've decided you want to learn how to play the piano. It's a fantastic instrument, it's great fun to play, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to help you begin your journey to becoming a piano player. In this lesson, I'm going to introduce you to the piano. We're going to have a look at something called middle C, and we're going to jump straight in to learning your first piece on the piano. So, welcome to the piano. This is the piano. When you have a look at it, you'll see there's lots of black keys, there's lots of white keys. On a full-size keyboard, there are 88 keys. And there's two things that you really need to understand about the keys. Firstly, if you press a key down, it makes a note. The further you go up to the right of the piano, the higher in pitch the note goes. The further you go down to the left of the piano, the lower it goes in pitch. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, the harder that you play a note, the louder it will sound. So if I play a note really hard, it's really loud. If I play it gently, it's really quiet. So that's great. But 88 keys is a lot of keys. So where do we start? Well, the good thing is, it's actually set out in a series of patterns. If you have a look at the black keys, you'll see that we've got 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, all grouped together. And that goes all the way up to the top of the piano, and you'll see it comes all the way down. 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black, and so on. Now I want you to find the 2 black keys that are pretty much in the centre of the keyboard, the 2 that are grouped together. Come down to the left-hand side, play that white note, and that is a note called C. Now if you found the 2 that are roughly in the middle of the keyboard, it will actually be something called middle C, and we can play it. And so if you've got a keyboard in front of you, have a go at just playing that, just with your thumb, like that. Find the 2 black keys above it, find the white note next to it, and there's another C. Now you can hear it's at a different octave, it's higher in pitch, but it's still a C. Go up a bit further, find 2 more black notes, find the one to the left of that, and there you have another C. They're all Cs. You can do it down below middle C as well. Let's find the 2 that are below middle C. Here's the white note next to it, that's a C as well. Find those 2 black notes, the white note next to it, that is a C. So already we've managed to find all of these notes that are all C. So we're starting with middle C. So you might want to pause the video, just have a go at finding as many C's as you can, and just have a go at playing them. Hopefully you've had a go at looking at C's. So let's go back to our middle C. And we're going to play this with our thumb. And we're going to just rest gently our hand there. Now, one of the most important things is to relax. So tempting when you're starting to learn something to think, I'm going to do this right, and you tense up and you're really determined. But with piano playing, the more relaxed you are, the better. So just let your hand just rest on the keys. Your thumb is on middle C. And your wrist isn't up, it's just in a relaxed position, and you're going to play it with your fingers, not with your arm, not with your wrist, but just with your fingers. And we're going to play that middle C with the thumb, and then all I want you to do is try to play each of the fingers in turn. So I'm going to play thumb, and then next finger, next finger, next finger, and the little finger. Okay, so have a go at that. So we're going to play thumb, finger, 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 little finger. So the notes that we've played are C, D, E, F, and G. And these notes are the basis for the piece of music that we're going to learn today. Here is our piece of music number 1. Now you may look at this and go, "Oh Ben, this is a nightmare. I don't read sheet music." That's totally fine. I do lots and lots of my playing by ear, and I'm going to teach you how to play this piece by ear. But it's also really useful for you to start to get an idea of how that is written down on sheet music, because it will help you become a better piano player in the long run. For the start of things, the only 2 things I want you to worry about that sheet music are firstly that there's a treble clef at the beginning of it, which tells us which lines and spaces correspond to which notes, and also the little numbers above the notes, because they tell you which fingers to play with. And in the right hand, when it's got a little number 1, that is your thumb. Okay, 2 is your index finger, 3 is your middle finger, 4 is the next finger, and 5 is your little finger. So, this piece is based around 2 basic patterns. Here's the first pattern. Okay, so we're only using our first 3, our thumb and our first 2 fingers. Our hand's not moving position. We're starting on C, and we're just going to have a go at playing this. So let me play it one more time, and then you can pause it, have a go yourself. Okay, so that's the first 2 bars. It then plays the same, but then just slightly different on the last note. You'll see that it doesn't sound twice, it only sounds once. So I'm going to play the whole of that first line to you. Here it is. So that is the first line. Have a go at that. The second line is based on a slightly different pattern. It's the beginning of what we call a rising scale. So once again, my hand is in the same position. I'm starting on 1, and all I do is this. So it's a very simple, we're just going up from the thumb to the little finger. Have a go at playing that. Right, let me play you the whole of the piece as it sounds. So here we go, I'm starting from the top. There we go. So it's going to be your first piece. It's based on 2 patterns. Have a go at practicing that. Now, once you've had a go at that, I want you to have a go with a backing track I've put together for you. Now, 2 reasons to use a backing track. Number 1, it's great fun because even though you're playing quite simple stuff to start with, it creates a much fuller sound and can really be enjoyable to play. But the second reason is that it makes you play in time because you have to play in time with the backing track. So here, let me show you how the piece should sound with the backing track, and then you can go away and have fun practicing it yourself. So here's how it sounds with the backing track. The piece just repeats as the backing track keeps going, so you can really get into the flow of playing it. So, lesson 1. We've looked at the piano, we've found middle C, and you've got your first piece there to have a go at playing it. I'd like you to look at the 2 videos on sheet music, the one on treble clef, and also the one on note lengths, because that will really help you going forward. I really hope that's helped. Have fun learning the piece with the backing track, and I'll see you in lesson 2.